Hello, my name is A.E. Stueve. You may recognize me as the weird guy that works in the lab with Miss Rouse. I actually do some stuff, and this week I'm reviewing the movie Logan.
Right here, and you could have it all. My empire of dirt, I will let.
Loosely, the plot involves Wolverine, aka Logan, aka James Howlett. Xavier and Caliban are hiding south of the border in Mexico, and you're not really sure why they're hiding. Then this woman with a little girl shows up and she needs Logan's help, but he doesn't help her, and then there's bad guys that are chasing her, and then you find out that there hasn't been a mutant born in like 20 years. Is that a spoiler? I don't know. And so she's special. Long story short, Wolverine, Logan, has to help the girl, and there's a chase from Mexico all the way up toward Canada. And that's the plot in a nutshell. Did I like the plot? Yes, I liked it a lot. It was very good, though terribly, terribly sad. As for the performances, we have Hugh Jackman as Logan, aka Wolverine, aka James Howlett. On point. He is Wolverine. He's been Wolverine longer than some of you watching this have been alive, and he is bringing his A game for this movie. Patrick Stewart as Xavier. Patrick Stewart, everything he does is brilliant, so I'm not even going to talk about that. Daphne Keane, who plays Laura, the little girl, who has a striking resemblance to Wolverine, snickety snick, is also brilliant. I see her doing big things one day. Of course, we have Boyd Holbrook, who plays Pierce, snivelly cyborg bad guy who does it so well, I hate him. Stephen Merchant as Caliban is way better than whoever played Caliban in that last movie with the X-Men called Age of Apocalypse that I didn't actually see, so this is probably not a very good summary, but anyway, he was brilliant. Elizabeth Rodriguez, I had to bring her up because she plays the lady that brings Laura to Logan, and this woman has been in approximately 9 million different things in the past couple years. She's in Orange is the New Black, Devious Maids, Fear the Walking Dead. She's in something else that I'm forgetting. The woman is prolific. She's everywhere, and she's also great. And then finally, I gotta mention Richard Grant, who plays Dr. Rice, who is obviously the guy pulling Boyd Holbrook, Pierce pulling his strings. He is the typical mad scientist you love to hate. As for the characters, I guess I kind of just wrapped that up, but I will say this, particularly about Logan, Xavier, and Laura. Those three on screen together, all of their interactions are so entertaining. Even when they're sad, you don't want to stop watching them. It's three professionals. I mean, I know Laura is a little girl, but she could hold her own with Xavier and Logan, Patrick Stewart, and Hugh Jackman. So that says a lot about her, I think. And then visuals. This movie is the bloodiest X-Men movie that they've released. It is so graphically violent. I understand why it's rated R. I also loved it because I've been reading Wolverine comic books since I was like 8 years old. And I've never seen a film version where when he goes crazy and starts cutting up people with his claws, where it was as cool as it was in the comics. And it was, I mean, if you're into that thing, it was super cool. So I highly recommend it. To conclude, Logan is the best movie in the X-Men franchise. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. So sad. You want to cry every 5 minutes. Sometimes it got a little bit too light for me, which like it didn't balance well. Like I was like, this movie needs to just be sad. But that is my only complaint, and I wouldn't even call it a complaint. So this film comes highly recommended from me. That's it, that's all I got. Have a good day. Don't do drugs, stay in school. Yearbooks come out soon, make sure you buy yours.
Christian, Hiltbrunner. It's stressful. At times. It's very stressful because it's a very creative environment. So